I needed this.
Yeah, looks like you did need it. Wasn't sure whether to hand it to you or throw it on you.
Michelle, come on, we're just dancing.
A little lipstick.
You know, Michelle, you may have married this guy, but you have not taken the life out of him yet. That was hot.
Yeah, no wonder you're sweating so much.
You know, it reminds me of when we used to go out dancing all night. Remember that?
No, I wonder how you could forget.
Yeah, are you, okay. I think, I'm really glad you brought up the past. Because I think the three of us need to have a talk.
Okay, here we go. This is the game plan.
You're not gonna make us clean our rooms or anything, are you?
No, nothing like that. But I do have a mission for you.
Great.
Here it comes.
We are going to have a nice, sweet family dinner.
That's all?
That's all. We missed you guys a lot while you were away, and we haven't really had a time to sit down for all of us to talk, so.
Uh-huh. And is Mom gonna tell us all about her exciting vacation with the Prince in San Cristobal?
Wait. Come back here, sit down. I can see you guys are old enough now that we can't tap dance around stuff like this, so we won't, all right? Here it is. A lot has happened in the last few months. I know that. And I'm not any happier about it than you guys are. But the fact is, your mama was married to another man. They had a child together. She had a life aside from us while she was gone. And there's nothing we can do about that. But in a way, it doesn't really matter anymore. We are her family. Just stay with me, okay? We are her family. We are the ones who love her and care about her, and we are the ones who have to try to make things normal again.
Whatever normal is.
I'm very serious about this, Maura.
Where's Mom now?
She's out getting dinner, okay? When she gets back, we're gonna do our best to make things go smooth and try to get back to the business of being a family. Right, Shane?
Right.
Right, Maura? Okay.
I didn't know Tammy and RJ were coming over.
Neither did I. Hi, Tammy. How you doing, sweetheart? What is this?
Let's all just try to stay calm, okay? Because we don't want her to think that there's anything to worry about, but it looks like Cassie left them.
The answer is sure. The answer is yes.
Oh, my God, what are you doing?
I'm not doing anything. Take it easy. You fell asleep, and obviously you were dreaming.
I don't remember. What did I say?
Well, don't worry. You didn't reveal any deep, dark secrets. You didn't drool on me, I don't think.
Why did you let me do that? Why didn't you wake me up?
You're awful cranky when you wake up, aren't you?
Well, I'm being shanghaied and taken to a foreign country against my will, yes?
I thought we settled that. Yes, Richard.
What? What did you say?
Well, it's what you said. Or what you mumbled, rather, when you were sleeping. Yes, Richard. I wonder what it means.
Nothing. I don't know. I was dreaming. Are we gonna land soon?
Yes, in a few minutes, and we will refuel the plane, and we'll send you back home. You'll be home before the night is through. Don't worry.
Good.
Excuse me.
Oh, thank God. I can spend the night with you in your palace.
Are you sure? How bad is it? Right, I understand. Very good.
Something wrong?
Well, it appears our landing has been compromised. There's trouble on the ground.
Okay, the word trouble is what I don't want to hear when I'm on an airplane.
Don't worry. Everything's going to be all right.
Engine problems, what? What's going on?
Nothing like that. It's just that, well, there are some issues at the landing area.
Could you please translate that from Prince speak and tell me what issues?
Well, remember the civil unrest I was speaking to you about in San Cristobal? It's worse than I thought. Edmund has been stirring the pot, and, well, it appears the airport has been overrun by protesters.
Protesting what?
Yours truly.
So
we can't land?
No, we have to land. Our fuel is finite. But I would get those high heels off. We might have to make a dash for it when we get there.
A dash?
Yes, we'll have a car waiting for us at the far end of the landing strip, but I hope the mob hasn't seen it, because we'll have to get to it before the mob gets to us.
So it's kind of like the Beatles.
Yeah, except they're after more than a lock of hair and a version of She Loves You, Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. You better buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy landing.
I tell you how much I hate flying.
Yes, about 47 times.
48. I hate flying.
Don't worry. I won't let anything happen to you.
Well, that's a joke. Every time I'm with you, something happens to me.
Well, then I wouldn't want to disappoint you, would I?
Teresa, I want you to know how much I care about you. You know how much I care about you. And Michelle, I want you to understand how important Teresa has been to me and how much she has meant to my life.
Okay.
Okay? Now, you know, when we met, we were kids, I was very different then. I was very shy and guarded, and you came along and you changed that. A lot of who I am today is because of you.
Oh, come on, you give me too much credit.
No, it's true. And you know it's true. I really didn't know how to love another person, and you taught me that. How to open up and how to share myself with another person. You were my first love. And that's a big deal. And without that, without you, I would never have been able to love Michelle as much as I do.
I guess I do owe a little bit of credit to you then.
Michelle is my life. I would do anything for her. She means the world to me. And it's really thanks to you that I'm able to have this beautiful relationship that I have with her. And I will always be forever grateful to you for that.
I'm so glad that I could do that for you. For both of you. Well, you know, I didn't realize that Serge was going to be coming on this late.
Teresa, you don't have to leave.
No, I'm afraid I have a lot of phone calls to make.
Come on, you sure you don't want to stay and just hear the band?
No. You're the expert. You check them out, and you let me know if you think they're worth signing.
All right. Okay, I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know what you just did. And I love you to death for it. Thank you.
We need to book live bands more often, okay? We are cleaning up tonight.
No kidding. Look at this crowd, Drew. Drew, Tiki Barber and Jason Seymour.
Who are they, your friends?
They're New York Giants, Drew.
What?
Football players.
Famous people.
Players.
Famous people. What are they doing here?
I don't know. Let's find out. Come on. Jason. Hello. Jesse Blue. This is Drew Jacobs. Tiki, how are you?
Hi.
Nice to meet you, bro.
She's the owner of Millennium.
Hi.
This is a great place you guys.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So, what brings you guys to town?
We have a game this weekend in Chicago, but, you know, we wanted to hear some music, so here we are.
Music, honey. We have music here, okay? We got a seat for you right in the front row if you'd like it.
Great, thanks.
Just follow that waitress.
Anything at all. Please don't bother.
Oh, my God. Can you believe this? Look at this crowd. You know what these people are paying for our wedding?
What are you talking about?
I mean, the more money we take in here, the more flowers we can have, the bigger the cake, the more people we can invite.
You're not paying for our wedding.
Who do you think is? Ben and Selena?
Well, look, it's both of our weddings. I think we should both pay for them.
That's really sweet, but you know my father left me a lot of money, and I'm sure he would want me to use it on
I
him.
got money too, Drew.
What is this about?
Look, I've been thinking about our money situation.
There is no situation. What's mine is yours.
I don't know about that, all right? I went to see somebody about this. And I got this.
About what? A prenup? You had someone draw this up? Why? What? You don't trust me?
Yeah, I trust you. This is to protect you from me, Drew.
So your cousins are going to be staying here with us for a while, and I thought you could all help them get settled in. I thought we'd use that old crib. I believe it's in the den, Shane, if you want to get that set up for RJ. Tammy, you can go on back there, too, and get all settled in, okay? Mara, you can take the stroller.
Why?
Daddy.
Whatever.
Be careful, though. He's sleeping.
Where's Cassie?
I told you she left.
What does that mean?
It means she went off to San Cristobal with Richard.
What?
Hopped on his jet, and off they went. I mean, I knew that Cassie was developing a crush on Richard these past few weeks.
Sounds like a lot more than just a crush.
Well, I know that. I thought maybe she'd just gotten all swept up in the glamour of royalty, but I guess Richard's charms hit her a little harder than I thought.
How do you know all this?
I got a panicky call from Cassie's babysitter, poor thing. I mean, she got called in to watch the kids at the last minute.
I just can't believe that Cassie would leave her children like that.
I know, but we can't come down too hard on her. I mean, Cassie's a young, single woman. And I'm sure that Richard, you know, was spending a lot of time with her, and she just was flattered by that. But you know what? The important thing now is that RJ and Tammy are safe here with us.
Well, why didn't she just ask us in the first place?
Well, now, how could she do that? I mean, considering my relationship with Richard, how do you tell your sister that you're going off with her ex-husband?
Reva, this doesn't make any sense at all. This just doesn't sound like Cassie. Did you talk to her?
No, but Amy, the babysitter, did. I mean, I knew Cassie was lonely, but I didn't think she'd be desperate to do something like this. And I'll tell you something, I think she's in for a big fall.
Why do you say that?
Well, because it's obvious why Richard did this. He couldn't get me, so he's going after my sister.
Hear that?
What?
It's so quiet.
I think it's kind of nice.
I'd forgotten what it sounded like.
You better enjoy it while we can. It probably won't last. So much for quiet.
That's okay, Olga. I can let myself in.
Teresa, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be at Millennium with Danny.
Yeah, well, he had other plans.
What? Well, what happened?
Carmen, he is gone. Carmen, he is gone. I have lost Danny. He is gone.
Sweetie.
I think she got the message.
Yeah, well, she bolted out of here pretty quick, I think so.
I hope I didn't sound harsh. I don't want to...
You know what? You told her what you needed to tell her. You told her the truth. I'm sure she's going to be fine. I'm sure.
Babe, I really had no idea that she had feelings for me again. I didn't, but when we were dancing out there, I saw this look in her eyes that... She looked too hopeful.
Yeah. You said you were shy as a kid. Were you? Kind of a loner?
Yeah, unless you count books for friends.
Well, I guess I do owe her a little bit for helping you blossom.
You do. In some ways, you do.
Well, personally, I don't care how you got to me as long as you're here and you're not going anywhere.
That's right.
Okay, Amy, thank you very much. I appreciate that. No, we'll let you know. Thank you. Bye-bye. The babysitter says that Cassie sounded fine on the phone.
Now, why did you call her? I told you what she said.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to hear it from her, that's all. I'm just trying to make sense of all of this.
And you believe me now?
Reva, Amy wasn't scared. She said that she was perfectly willing to watch Tammy and RJ as long as Cassie needs her.
Well, she's had time to calm down, but she was very worried before.
Well, and she's worried now because she was supposed to watch the kids, and now you're watching the kids.
You know something? I'm Cassie's sister, and I think those kids are better off with me than with a stranger.
Yes, that may be so, but Cassie didn't ask you. She asked her.
I'm doing what's best for Cassie's kids. Tammy would be scared to death out there on that farm without her mama.
Why didn't you call Cassie?
I tried, but I couldn't get through.
Why don't you try to call her again, then?
I intend to, and I intend to talk to Richard and tell him that I know exactly what he's up to. But he can't use my sister to try to hurt me.
Reva, are you upset because Cassie left her kids behind, or are you upset because she's with Richard?
It's the kids. This is about the kids. If Cassie wants to fly off to San Cristobal on Prince Richard's private jet, well, then that's just fine with me.
Wow, my mommy was Prince Richard.
I bet she's in his palace.
Cool. I'm sure she feels totally at home there. I always thought of Aunt Cassie as a beautiful princess anyway.
Well, I don't think we can jump ahead of ourselves.
Oh, well, I like Prince Richard. He made Mommy laugh while he was at our house.
Maybe your mommy likes him too. Maybe that's why she went on his plane with him.
Wow, my mommy and Prince Richard. It's just like a fairy tale. Right, Aunt Reva?
Sir!
We made it.
Guess what? I promised you I'd get you here safely, didn't I?
Yes.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, thank God. There's a secret entrance to the palace. These people are insane. Who knows what they would have done if they would have seen
Yes, Edmund's got them worked up into quite a frenzy, hasn't he? He's practically incited a revolution.
You must be terrified.
It's not that, okay, Cassie. It breaks my heart. I love my country. You know, I care about these people. I don't want them to suffer.
Why are they so angry?
They're desperate, Cassie. Jobs are scarce. That's why this deal with Spaulding Enterprises is so important, and it will bring jobs here.
How did it get this bad?
Well, it's my fault, isn't it? Yes, I'm responsible for bringing stability to the island. Stable government means stable employment, means stable economy, and we used to have that stability when Catherine was here.
Everything fell apart when Reva left?
My whole life fell apart when she left, and the country shortly thereafter.
She was that important to San Cristobal.
She was that important to San Cristobal, and she was that important to me. You know, in most monarchies, a so-called commoner can't marry into the royal family. But the people loved her. She was one of them. She fought for them. She fought for their causes. And ever since she's left, it hasn't been the same.
I don't mean to frighten you, but we might have some hostile company sooner than expected.
Well, what? What if they get in here? Are they going to try and kill you?
We have to be prepared for the worst.
This doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, where did you get the idea that I want a prenup?
No. Look, Drew, I've been reading about Jewish weddings, okay? And they say that both partners go into it equally. So far, you've given me this job, and you own our apartment. I don't think that's equal.
Well, you know I don't care about that stuff.
Look, I want you to know that I'm after you because of you, who you are. I don't care if you have $2 or $2 million. I'm going to love you the same.
Well, guess what? I know that. And I trust you.
Of course you trust me. But I want everyone to know that I'm not after you because you're loaded, okay?
Who is everyone? And who cares what people think?
Just, I don't want you to have to defend me. Everyone thinks that I'm converting to Judaism. And I'm marrying you because I want your cash.
Who the hell thinks that? Give me a break, please. I have to force you to wear your suits, right? Please, you would wear the same dirty jeans and dirty sneakers all your life if I let you. What do you need money for?
I don't.
Then why did you... Did someone accuse you of marrying me for my money?
No.
No. Yes. Someone did. Someone did. I can see it.
No, Drew, nobody did.
You said that we were going to be honest with each other from now on. Now, who? Who did this?
It was Ben. Okay, it was your father.
Well, the situation has
outside the palace has worsened. Edmund seized control of the public radio station. He's broadcasting accusations that you deserted the people.
That's preposterous. Where is he?
We believe he's hiding somewhere in the hills, broadcasting via remote. He's very elusive, and now he's convinced a number of our soldiers to join him.
Well, it's lies, Dax. It's all lies. I want to talk to them. I want to meet with one of the representatives of the people.
I don't recommend that, sir.
I have to, Dax. Okay, so just have one of the representatives or a few of the representatives come up here and I will address their concerns.
Miss Lane, why don't I take you somewhere safer?
No, I want to stay here with Richard.
Your Highness, please
You heard her, Dax. You heard her. Let's go.
What are you going to say to the people?
Well, I don't know what I'm going to say to the people, do I? I wish I could tell them the truth. I wish I could tell them that I'm just a man. I'm just like them. That I've suffered a loss recently also, myself. I've lost my son. I've lost my wife. And when the chance came to get them back again, well, I didn't let anything get in my way, did I? You know, I've always thought that I've done the best thing for my country. I always thought I was doing the right thing for my country, but obviously I haven't. I've let people down. I haven't done a very good job, haven't I? I've failed. I failed myself. I failed my country. I loved my wife. I loved my son more than anything with all my being because that's the only way I knew how. And now I'm paying for that. And now my country is paying for that.
What did Ben say? What, he accused you of marrying me for my money?
Not in those exact words.
No, so then maybe you misunderstood. Maybe he was making a joke.
Maybe.
Oh, well, what did he say? Honey, exactly, what did he say?
Look, just forget about it, Drew, okay? He was being protective of his daughter. He's trying to be a father, you know?
That doesn't give him the right to insult you.
Well, maybe he's right about some of it, Drew. I mean, I do owe you a lot.
No, I owe you. I owe you. Please, you have been there for me for the past 2 years of my life. When my father died, everything that's been going on, you have been there. And maybe, you know, he just needs to understand what you mean to me. He doesn't understand. That's it.
He's just being overprotective. He doesn't think I'm good enough for his little girl.
No. Well, he's crossed the line. He may be my biological father, but I love you. And no one should stand in the way of that.
When I went to L.A., I went for my career. But a part of me always thought that when I came back, that Danny would be waiting for me, that we would pick up right where we left off. And then when Danny went to L.A. with me, I was so hopeful. I was so hopeful that we could make it work again, but now I see that is never gonna happen.
What happened tonight?
Danny and I, everything was going great. We were on the dance floor. We were close. And I got that old feeling again. But I guess it was just my imagination. I just wanted it to be true so badly.
What did Danny do to you?
Oh, Danny didn't do anything. Danny was the perfect gentleman. He said that I was his first love. That's what he called me, his first love. He said that I taught him how to open up and how to fall in love.
Oh, that doesn't sound so bad.
No, it doesn't. And then he told me that I was the one who made it possible for him to love Michelle. Lucky me. I poured my heart and soul into loving Danny, and I was just the appetizer for the next woman.
Did he tell you this in private?
No. As if dusting me weren't bad enough, he gave Michelle the satisfaction of watching me get humiliated. She's probably still laughing.
I didn't think you'd give up so easily.
I know when I've lost.
Says who?
Carmen, did you hear what I just told you?
What I heard is that Danny gave a performance for the benefit of his wife. He wasn't speaking from his heart, Teresa. He was just trying to reassure Michelle, her insecurities, her jealous nature, that's all.
You really think so?
I know so. I know my son. I know when he's protesting too much.
Then you think that there's still a chance for us?
Of course there is. He admitted to you that you were his first love, yes? You just have to remind him that first loves are the strongest and the best of all.
May I present Mr. Lloyd, Mr. and Mrs. Morrell, and Miss Weston.
These are the representatives of the protesters outside the palace?
Mr. and Mrs. Morrell own a fruit stand in the marketplace, but they can no longer afford the rent. Mr. Lloyd and Ms. Weston are presently unemployed.
I see. Thank you for coming and for listening. I understand that you are concerned about the future of San Cristobal, but I want to assure you that San Cristobal will rise again.
We are concerned with our own welfare. We are starving. And you go to America on a jet.
Yes, I went to America on a jet, as you say, well, because I was going to bring some business back here. San Cristobal. I made a deal with Spaulding Enterprises, who are going to build a microchip manufacturing plant here on the island.
Prince Edmund claims that you are in America on personal business.
Well, you really mustn't listen to all of this propaganda. Edmund is a traitor and a deserter, and he's always been after my throne. And he's willing to incite a riot and a revolt to get it. But I want to give you some hard facts, some numbers, to prove to you that this deal with Spaulding is going to provide jobs, and well, within a few years, our debt is going to be wiped out completely. You'll see.
Your words and your numbers are meaningless. Your Highness, we have to feed children, clothe children.
I know what that's like.
Cassie, please, I'll handle
That's not what they want to hear.
Who are you? How do you know what we want to hear?
My name's Cassie Lane, and I'm a friend. But I've been where you are, and I know what it's like to wonder where my next meal is going to come from. I've had to deny my children. I've had to look my little girl in the face and tell her that she can't have new clothes or she can't have seconds at dinner.
Cassie.
I have a farm, and I get calls from the bank and from creditors. I have had to struggle for everything that I have, and I have to keep this brave face for my kids. But the whole time inside, I'm scared to death.
I believe you. I can see it in your eyes.
I'm telling you. Prince Richard helped me when I needed it, and he will help you. All of you. This is how strongly Prince Richard feels about your plight. This is a symbol of the monarchy. Here, take this. Take this and buy feed and pay your debts. Listen to me, Prince Richard, he understands what you need. That's why he went to America. He risked his throne for you. For all he knew, he could have come back and Prince Edmund could have taken over, but he still went. And he brought back Spaulding Enterprises. He brought back jobs. Jobs so you could work, so you could get your self-respect back. Isn't that what this is all about? Take this tiara as a peace offering and a promise for what's to come from your prince.
Sooner or later, Michelle is going to hurt Danny again. And you have to be there to pick up the pieces and comfort him, Teresa. Because the two of you belong together. You understand him like no one else.
So what do I do now?
Just be there for him. Rebuild the friendship. Now that he's reassured Michelle, she'll relax now and...
So I'll just bide my time?
Exactly.
It's just so hard. It's so hard to stand by and watch him with another woman. I mean, the more I spend time with him, the more I want to be with him right now.
Look, Drew, me and Ben are never gonna be friends. Okay, but he's gonna be part of your life. Part of our lives. No, so just get over it, okay? Forget about it. He's your father and he's new to this stuff. Are you not gonna sign this?
Does that answer your question?
All right, no prenup.
No, you know what? There are a few things that I'd like to get straight before we get married. I'm gonna make a little agreement here, and you're gonna have to sign it, okay?
Really?
I'm gonna write down your assets. Jesse Blue's assets. What you got? You got, one pair of luscious lips. You got, one pair of gorgeous green eyes. And one sexy, sexy body. And all the above assets shall belong to Drew Jacobs, no matter what occurs in the marriage. And furthermore...
There's a furthermore?
And furthermore...
And furthermore...
all your good looks and your charms shall belong to Miss Jacobs. And if she sees you using them on another woman, then she gets to punish you as she sees fit.
Really? Well, then I'd like to add something to this little agreement. Jesse Blue's assets are to be used on Miss Drew Jacobs on a daily basis to make you very, very happy.
I'd like that.
I thought you would. Where do I sign?
Now, do you have any doubts?
I never had any doubts about you.
Good. Because I love my wife. And nobody and nothing can ever change that.
Now, if you need anything, you come to me, okay? Remember, you and Danny were meant to be together. Don't forget that.
I won't. Thanks.
Feel better.
Okay.
I'll see you to the door.
Thanks for everything. This isn't easy for me.
I know that, and I also know that Carmen thinks you should wait for Danny and Michelle to have a fight, but I don't subscribe to that theory.
Really? Well, what choice do I have?
Sometimes, Teresa, you need to give a little push.
A little push? What kind of push are we talking about? Drugs?
It's called fantasy. It's a pharmaceutical aphrodisiac. A little of this, and Danny won't be able to resist you. I thought it might come in handy.
Mr. Morrell just told everyone outside what happened in here. And believe it or not, the crowd seems to be dispersing outside the palace.
Yes, well, that tiara was worth somewhere in the range of $300,000. That should buy a lot of dispersing, I would think.
Look, I thought you had to give them something, not just promises. Okay, I should have asked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Quite all right. Dax, make sure you lock up the rest of the jewels, all right?
Oh, come on. I've been there, all right? I have. I know how they feel. And they need your help, but they also want their dignity back.
It seems to have worked wonders.
It's worked wonders. I'm gonna go call my babysitter.
How long will we be staying here?
Well, that's up to your mama, but you know something? As far as I'm concerned, you and your brother can stay here just as long as you want.
All right.
All right. Why don't you guys go in the kitchen and get all the silverware so you can set the table?
Okay.
I don't like this.
What, you don't like your niece and nephew spending some time with us?
That's not what I mean. You took Cassie's children. She's gone for 5 minutes, and you're acting like she's never going to come back.
Well, we don't know how long she's going to be gone for, do we? I mean, she skipped out on her family, and now it's our responsibility to clean up the mess.
Reva, you have to step back from this, and you have to ask yourself why you're doing this to her, okay?
Hello? Reva, it's Cassie.
Hello, Cassie.
Are Tammy and RJ with you? The babysitter said you took them.
They're right here.
Why? They were fine with Amy.
Oh, so it's fine to leave your children with a virtual stranger?
Okay, hold on, Reva. You've got it all wrong.
Oh, no, I understand completely, Cassie. I mean, I should have known that the minute I left Richard, you would go right after him.
There you go, jumping to the worst conclusion about me again.
How long do you plan on staying as a guest of Prince Richard's? Is this going to be an extended trip?
I don't know. I don't think I want to cut my honeymoon short.
What?
I'm just kidding. What is wrong with you?
I just think that what you've done is terribly irresponsible.
You know what? I'm not going to get into this with you right now. I'll talk to you when I get home. Give my kids a kiss for me.
What are you and Richard doing there?
Miss Lane gave them quite a show just now, sir.
Oh, God. Well, I suppose we can always make another tiara, right?
She handled it brilliantly.
Yeah.
You saw those people's faces when she talked to them? When she listened to them?
Yes, they did seem to like her, didn't they?
Like her? She put a stop to a potential riot. You see what that means, don't you? The people are starving for a woman in the palace. What your advisors have been telling you is true. You need to give the people what they're missing. Another Catherine. Another princess for the people.